ocean sounds playing when they walked in, and explorer hats for them, and really gave them the experience of an explorer and what they might feel. And then we did a picture that they wrote about, talking about how they would feel on the boat, what they heard, it just brought their imaginations to life. And that kind of sparked a more interactive learning, where we then moved on to the unit of the missions. And from Texas Alive, they had a 7th grade curriculum that dealt with a day in the life of missions, where you would reenact the missions, but we had to figure a way to bring it down to 4th grade. So we manipulated it a little bit, and then all the 4th grade teachers came together and planned, and it just so happened it was right around Halloween. So we all went and bought costumes for friars, or padres, monks, and we set up the gym as a day in the life of missions. So they went to different workstations, and they spent a day in the life of Native Americans, and they got to grind corn, molcajetes, and they got to weave corn husks and sleep in a dormitory setting and listen to a Gregorian monk chant. And they got to do, like, they were making leather hides with just some brown paper bags, but they were crumpling it, making it soft, and then they got to sort seeds or beans like the Native Americans would for agriculture. And they got to do a bunch of different things, and they really enjoyed it, and the goal was to do it in complete silence, and they did really well with it. They loved it. And it ended up taking us to a CIC, or Campus Instructional Coordinator, meeting for the district, and we presented it to them, to all the CICs and SAISD. And then we did a presentation on how we as a team work together. I got to speak about coming in as a new teacher and new to their team, because they've all worked together for years. So I got to go ahead and speak on that. But it was really, really enriching for us as well, and we really enjoyed getting to dress up as monks. And our kids thought it was hilarious to see us that way. So it worked out really well for all of us, and they can plan on continuing that.
What kind of professional development activities were you a participant of?
I did. I spent a Saturday training with the Heritage Education Society tours with the San Antonio Conservation Society, and that was just to qualify our school for a free field trip. But it was a fabulous seminar. We spent all Saturday, and we got to tour the Steve's homestead, and then we learned about how to teach our historic landmarks, because I hadn't even realized the amount of history in San Antonio until we went there. And to be able to teach our kids that in hopes that one day they will preserve those things was so enriching to be a part of. And then I did a social studies San Antonio ISD conference called Passport, and they do it every year, so it was their 10th annual. And it was a special treat this year because my CT won Social Studies Teacher of the Year. So it was really exciting.
Yeah.
It was great, and she dragged me up on stage.
Oh, good.
I wanted to see her win the award, but she said, no, we share. I might not have done these things if you weren't here. And I said, well, this was years of work for you, years. And, I was blessed to have been picked to be with her. And so she got to get up there and give a speech, and she won what they call a Globee, and it was a beautiful trophy, and she was the star all day.
Wow.
And we learned a lot from that too. We learned it was a lot of foldables from Dynapsych that the SAISD really encourages.
Yes.
So we did a couple of those, and she got to take some pictures, and it came out in our newsletter, and it was really exciting. She brought her trophy in, and the kids were excited. They thought it was their trophy, and it was just really exciting for her.
Good. And did you participate in anything here on campus?
Yes, I did. I've been to a couple of professional developments here on the days off. I took another Saturday to come in and do a STEM training, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics careers. And it's just a real push for our kids to really break the mold of what a scientist is, when it's not a crazy guy with a lab coat and glasses and crazy hair. It's normal people who have jobs and families and hobbies, and that's what they're really pushing. So we spend a day learning how to really incorporate that into our TEKs and then into our science lessons.
Oh, so that you can use that anywhere.
Yes, anywhere, absolutely anywhere. And we got a set of books for it with different jobs you could do in the science field and different people who do those jobs. And they were men, women, all different races and ethnicities. And it was really enriching to see that they aren't just dead white men, you know, because that's the stereotype of scientists. And even when we listed them as teachers, we could only name mostly dead Anglo men, you know, Albert Einstein and all of them that are so famous but don't have any relatable qualities. So we spent a whole day doing that, and that was a lot of fun.
That's good. That's good. If you could name one thing, one event, one experience, one something from the semester that was an event that helped you to grow as a teacher, what would it be?
Oh gosh, just one. I would have to say our mission reenactment, because of the capability of our students. We were, you know, a little stressed out before. Are they going to be able to handle this? Are they going to be able to do it in silence? Should we even do this? It was stressful, and then to see them exceed our expectations and really get into it and be excited about it and really learn from it was a real game changer for me. I feel like I felt like you can really bring these things to life, and you can do this anywhere, and it just really clicked for me that this was more, the more you bring to life, the more they understand. And my students here in particular don't have a lot of those experiences, and so to bring those things to them and for them to really experience it was magical. It was really exciting.
Very good. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, I think that's it.
That's it?
I think so.
Well, thank you,
had a lot. I did a lot this semester.
Yes, you did. Yes,
Yeah,
you did. You did a magnificent job.
Thank you.
Well, I know you're going to succeed wherever you go.
Thank you.
They're going to be lucky to have you.
Oh, good. I hope so.